Chapter 1. Echoes of the past. The abandoned asylum in Argentina stood as a forgotten relic of a bygone era. Its crumbling walls, overgrown with ivy, whispered stories of a haunting past. Among the shadows and decay, the specter of a mentally ill girl ghost wandered, forever trapped within these forsaken halls. Long ago, the asylum had been a place of despair and suffering, where patients were subjected to cruel treatments in the name of progress. The girl, whose name had been lost to time, had been one of countless souls who had suffered within those bleak walls. As night fell over the dilapidated building, a soft glow emanated from the girl's ethereal form. She floated silently through the corridors, her transparent figure casting eerie shadows on the decaying wallpaper. The very air seemed to thicken as she moved, as if the weight of her sorrow clung to every surface. With a gentle touch, the girl glided her hand along the cracked walls, tracing a path of memories. In her ethereal state, she relived the torment she had endured, her fragmented consciousness trapped in an endless loop of despair. The asylum had claimed her sanity, and now she claimed it as her home. Her presence had not gone unnoticed, though. Legends whispered among the locals about the haunted asylum and the tragic soul that resided within. Some dared to venture close, lured by the promise of a spine-chilling encounter. But most knew better than to disturb the girl's eternal solitude. One fateful night, a group of thrill-seekers gathered outside the asylum's rusty gates. Their faces reflected a mix of excitement and trepidation as they shared rumors and ghost stories. They had come seeking the thrill of the unknown, unaware of the true darkness that awaited them. With hesitant steps, they pushed open the creaking gates and ventured into the asylum's ominous embrace. Their flashlights sliced through the blackness, casting eerie shadows that danced and twisted with each uncertain movement. The girl ghost watched from the shadows, her eyes gleaming with a mix of curiosity and sorrow. She glided alongside the group, observing their every step. As they explored the asylum, their whispers and muffled gasps barely registered in her ethereal existence. The group grew bolder, provoking the unseen forces that held the asylum in their thrall. A young man, driven by bravado, reached out to touch the cracked plaster on the wall. In that instant, the air around them shifted, and an icy breath whispered across their necks, sending shivers down their spines. But the girl ghost's reaction was different. Witnessing these intruders stirred something deep within her, a glimmer of hope that she hadn't known in decades. With newfound determination, she followed the group as they continued their exploration of the asylum. Through the twisted hallways and grimy rooms, the girl ghost guided them further into the asylum's tangled maze. She led them to places where the darkness was thickest, where the echoes of her pain still reverberated in the stale air. It wasn't until they reached the asylum's derelict chapel that the true horror revealed itself. As the group huddled together in the crumbling pews, the girl ghost's form flickered and shimmered, her ethereal presence growing stronger with each passing moment. Suddenly, the chapel filled with a blinding light, illuminating the stained glass windows and banishing the darkness. The girl ghost stood before the group, her ghostly visage now exuding a sense of peace. In that moment, she revealed the truth that had eluded her all these years. She had not been abandoned, but rather forgotten. With her spectral hand extended, the girl ghost beckoned the group to join her. And with hesitant steps, they approached, their fear giving way to a strange connection they couldn't explain. In the ghostly embrace that followed, the girl found solace, her sorrow dissipating like mist in the first rays of dawn. The Ghost's Redemption. Chapter 2. The Ghost's Redemption. As the group embraced the ghostly presence of the mentally ill girl, a surge of energy rippled through the air. It was as if the very essence of the asylum responded to their connection, its dilapidated walls trembling with a mixture of anticipation and relief. With each passing moment, the girl's ghostly form grew brighter, more vibrant, as if the weight of her past was gradually being lifted. The shadows that once clung to her dissipated, replaced by an ethereal glow that radiated warmth and compassion. Through her translucent eyes, glimpses of memories intertwined with the present flooded her consciousness. She saw moments of kindness and understanding that had been buried deep within the asylum's forgotten past. Acts of compassion and empathy in the midst of darkness. Slowly, the girl realized that despite the torment she had endured, there had been brief flickers of hope throughout her time in the asylum. And now, with the presence of these living souls, that hope rekindled, illuminating her path towards redemption. Together, the girl and the group embarked on a journey through the asylum, revisiting the dormant rooms and corridors that held remnants of her painful existence. But this time, the girl didn't relive her suffering. Instead, she embraced the glimmers of light that had been overshadowed for so long. In the abandoned therapy room, where once the screams of the broken echoed relentlessly, the girl felt a tingling sensation. She reached out her ethereal hand, and the remnants of her past intertwined with the present. Memories of laughter, shared moments of solace, and healing interactions resurfaced, filling the room with an almost tangible sense of hope. Next, they ventured into the forgotten library, its shelves lined with decaying books and forgotten knowledge. But within the ghostly realm, the books came to life, their pages flipping on their own, revealing words of inspiration and resilience. The girl's spirit soared as she absorbed the wisdom, her ephemeral figure glowing brighter with newfound purpose. With each room they explored, the bond between the girl and the group deepened. They became her allies, her beacons of hope amidst the darkness that had consumed her for far too long. And as they ventured deeper into the asylum, they began to understand that they too had their own struggles, their own ghosts to confront. In a dusty attic, filled with the remnants of forgotten lives, the girl looked upon a mirror. It reflected not just her ghostly image, but the faces of the group as well. In that supernatural mirror, they saw the reflection of their own weaknesses, their fears, and their regrets. But they also saw the strength they had untapped within themselves, the strength to heal, to forgive, and to embrace their shared humanity. As they left the attic, the girl ghost lingered for a moment, her translucent form barely visible in the soft light of the moon that filtered through the attic window. A tear, long withheld, cascaded down her ethereal cheek. It was a tear of gratitude, a tear that symbolized the redemption she had found through the connection with these unexpected companions. With renewed purpose, the girl led the group towards the asylum's main entrance. She knew her time with them was drawing to a close, but her essence would forever remain intertwined with their lives, a guiding light in moments of darkness and despair. As they stepped out into the moonlit night, the girl's ethereal form gradually faded. Yet, her presence lingered, like a whisper carried by the wind, proof that even in the face of unimaginable suffering, redemption and healing were not beyond reach. Chapter 3. Shadows of the Past. Chapter 3. Shadows of the Past. The group stood outside the abandoned asylum, their hearts heavy with the echoes of the girl's presence that still lingered. Each one carried a newfound appreciation for the fragility of the human mind and the resilience of the human spirit. As they turned away from the dilapidated building, they knew that their journey was far from over. The girl ghost had touched their lives in ways they could not explain, and they felt compelled to honor her memory by confronting the shadows of their own pasts. In the days that followed, the group embarked on a personal pilgrimage, a journey of introspection and self-discovery. They sought out their own forgotten corners, the neglected parts of their beings that yearned for attention and understanding. The first member was Sarah, haunted by memories of a failed relationship that had left her questioning her worth. She ventured to the small coastal village where she had shared laughter and love under the sun-kissed sky. As she stood on the shore, gazing at the endless expanse of the ocean, Sarah allowed herself to release the burden of self-doubt, embracing the beauty of her individuality. Next was James, tormented by the weight of past mistakes that had led to the estrangement of his family. He returned to his childhood home, its walls steeped with memories of joy and sorrow. With a willingness to confront his shortcomings and take responsibility, James reached out to his loved ones, seeking to rebuild the bonds that had frayed with time. Emma, burdened by a relentless pursuit of perfection, found solace in a hidden sanctuary, a lush garden overrun with wildflowers. Among nature's chaos, she discovered the freedom to let go of expectations and embrace the messy, imperfect beauty that resided within her. And then there was David, whose dreams had been suffocated by societal pressures and the fear of failure. He journeyed to a bustling city, where the relentless rush of life reminded him of the dreams he had neglected. With a newfound courage, David pursued his passion with unwavering dedication, breaking free from the chains that bound him. As they delved into their own struggles and confronted their own ghosts, the group found a common thread that wove them together: a deep appreciation for the resilience of the human spirit, the capacity for growth and healing that resided within each of them. Months passed, and the group reunited once again, forever changed by their individual journeys of self-discovery. They found solace in knowing that the mentally ill girl ghost's presence had not only awakened their own spirits, but had kindled a flame within them to help others find their own redemption. Together, they established a foundation in the Girls' Memorial organization dedicated to providing mental health resources, support, and understanding to those who had been forgotten by society. They tirelessly worked to ensure that no soul would suffer in isolation and that compassion would replace judgment. As they stood before the asylum one last time, a gentle breeze whispered through the trees, carrying with it the girl's voice, a voice of gratitude and love. It was a reminder that even in the darkest corners of the world, hope could be found, and redemption was not beyond reach. With a spirit of unity and a shared purpose, the group left the haunted asylum behind, knowing that their journey had only just begun. In their hearts, they carried the memories of the mentally ill girl ghost, forever grateful for the bond they had forged and the redemption they had found. Chapter 4: A Legacy of Light. Chapter 4: A Legacy of Light. The mentally ill girl's legacy lived on, radiating like a beacon of hope in the hearts of those she had touched. The foundation established in her memory flourished, its reach extending far beyond the borders of Argentina. Mental health initiatives, once neglected and stigmatized, gained traction and support, as society began to recognize the importance of compassion and understanding for those battling with their inner demons. Through donations and tireless advocacy, the foundation established community centers, offering therapy, support groups, and resources for individuals struggling with their mental well-being. These centers became safe havens, a source of solace and guidance for those who had felt abandoned by the world. The girl's spirit, now free from the confines of the abandoned asylum, continued to inspire and guide. Whispers of her presence traveled through the corridors of the community centers, offering comfort and strength to those who sought help with trembling hearts. As the foundation expanded, professionals in various fields joined forces, collaborating to break down the barriers surrounding mental health. Researchers dedicated their efforts to understanding the intricacies of the human mind, striving to develop innovative treatments and interventions. Outside the walls of the community centers, society slowly began to shed its discomfort and ignorance regarding mental illness. Community leaders, influenced by the foundation's unwavering dedication, spearheaded public awareness campaigns, advocating for empathy and inclusivity. Schools incorporated mental health education into their curriculums, nurturing the development of emotionally intelligent individuals. In the wake of the girl ghost's redemption, compassion rippled through neighborhoods, workplaces, and social circles. People began to see beyond the masks others wore, recognizing that everyone carried their own burdens and struggles. Judgment transformed into support, and stigmatization into acceptance. The mentally ill girl's legacy reached beyond Argentina, touching the lives of countless individuals around the world. Her story served as a reminder that within the darkness of our own minds, there existed the potential for resilience, growth, and healing. Years turned into decades, yet the flame ignited by the girl's presence burned ever brighter. Her legacy became a testament to the transformative power of connection and understanding, reminding humanity that no one should be left to suffer in the silence of their struggles. As the sun set on the world, casting a warm glow over the horizon, the mentally ill girl's spirit danced alongside the stars. Her ethereal figure shimmered with a sense of peace and fulfillment as she witnessed the profound impact she had made. And so, in the annals of history, the abandoned asylum in Argentina transcended its haunting past. It became a symbol of transformation, a reminder that even the darkest corners could hold the seeds of redemption, and that no one should be forgotten or forsaken. The mentally ill girl's ghost, now free from torment, found solace within the collective hearts of those she had inspired. She whispered her gratitude to the wind, her ethereal voice a melody of hope that echoed through the ages. In the end, it was love that triumphed, the love that bound individuals together, the love that sparked change, and the love that rescued a lost soul from the depths of despair. And it was this love that forever enshrined the mentally ill girl's legacy of light in the annals of human history. The end.